Hello, hello! I'm the official Impatience Raider. I'm here to make fun of myself because I've been yelling at OBS for the last 20 minutes. My job on this show is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're looking at the fourth legendary golem, Regigigas. And the spreadsheet doesn't have shit. Alright, going through this, it's not exactly the best, but I mean, we've seen worse from him either. So, firstly, Atlas. There's your generic god bullshit that we see literally every single episode, even if I don't actually show it. I see it every single fucking episode, at least. Colossus, that was the comment suggestion that Chaotic brought up, and we've seen Colossus before for other Pokemon. If you wanted to, that's fine, that's cool. I think as a word by itself, it's probably thrown around too much with other things. Basically, my opinion is that I feel like Colossus is kind of desensitized as a word to me, to where I've seen it enough times where it doesn't feel special or anything like that. If you wanted to use it for your own reasons and you still think it holds up or it doesn't bother you or whatever, that's totally fine. Titan's pretty boring. Gigantor, I was actually thinking about this before I hit the record button, was the little bit from Futurama where Boxer's a bender, and I believe one of the guys is like, I am Destructor! So that's similar. I wouldn't recommend either of them as nicknames, but that was what I was thinking about before I hit record. And then lastly, Mount Fuji. We saw Mount Fuji again recently. I mean, I think it's fine. I think location-based nicknames are fine, obviously, but I don't know if I would say Regigigas is the perfect choice. However, you could argue your way around that since it's found in Snow Point City. What's funny is that this kind of goes with Chaotic's suggestion, but in a different one, because he just says Colossus as to where this one's Malice from Shadow of the Colossus, and they both kind of have the same reasoning behind it, is because you summon all the other golems first. So I think that one's going to work better than just Colossus will. These two are basically on the same wavelength. I'll be honest, I'm not super educated in either Chrono Trigger or Earthbound, but if that's your dig, sure. I think between the two, the Earthbound one is the more interesting name. Giga doesn't sound all that special, but I'm sure Chrono Trigger fans will get it. I'm just going to throw this one out here just for the little joke and history lesson. I remember a long time ago seeing some sort of video on YouTube that was like a theory about how there was a tie between Regifizame, Earthbound's Gygas, and then the nicknaming process of the Regi Golems. It is kind of weird thinking back about it, but someone out there just made up some bullshit. Remember to not always believe everything you hear on the internet. Oh hell, there's a lot of names here we can choose for this Regigigas. I don't really think any of these are actually worth highlighting, but for the sake of it, let's vote for Dr. Dre. I believe in Dr. Dre. Reggie Rolled was the winner. How many votes? 8 votes. You have a lot of options, and a lot of those went ignored. 28 total votes, and like half the poll has 0. Okay, so I'm gonna say we're at the bottom because things like how to obtain Regigigas kind of complicates it in the same way that the Pokemon Go nicknaming trick complicates searching this up, because like that one's talking about how to get Regigigas, as is this one. But I mean, in other words, we looked at everything, and then we also had 2 little Nick Finder clones that were basically empty as well. So in general, I would say kind of fell to a bust. I don't remember honestly, but I'm gonna guess Regigigas probably had the same problem when I did that episode. That's that though. I don't have a personal choice. We didn't really stumble across anything even slightly worthwhile. I know Regigigas is one of the most hated or like viewed as worst Pokemon out there, but I think if you get rid of the ability thing, which yes, there are moves that do that, it could make them work. I have a specific team designed for Regigigas in slacking and neutering their abilities. This way they can just attack every turn at full power, max stats, and I mean, it's not the best idea, but it was just something I came up with that I want to try on my own. Out of all of them, I think just the Malice one's probably my favorite, but that's that. So any ideas and suggestions you have, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to ones you think are good. Remember, thematics exist, so if you have something that might be able to tie Regigigas to, I'm gonna say, the original trio, that'll work. And then if you can go a step further and push it to the new ones, which Regieleki is the worst fucking name. I don't know why they picked that. It's stupid. But if you want to incorporate the other two golems, that's cool too. And if I sound off or tired or whatever, forgive me. My mouth actually hurts and I probably shouldn't be recording, but I wanted to try for you anyway.